completely new to me, don't make fun of me. Leave any comments or suggestions that you guys might have in my comment area. This is going to be my pregnancy tag video. I'm currently 30 weeks. I'm going to be 31 weeks tomorrow. And this is the first video that I'm going to put on my channel just because um, I like the other pregnancy tag videos that people have put up. So I'm not going to tell you too much about myself, except, like I said, I'm 31 weeks. And I'm just going to go through the list that I have here. Okay, so how and when did you find out? Okay, my periods are super regular. Like, every time I tell this story, I tell people that they're super regular. Like, 28 days, 11 a.m., they always come. So it's like, it's been 28 days or whatever, and I'm feeling like cramps and, stuff like that. But I haven't, started. So I'm like, okay. So I'm at work, and then, like, I'm cramping, and then, like, I feel like some moisture. I mean, I guess that's TMI. But I feel like some moisture. And so I go get some tampons, so I go to the bathroom, and there's literally nothing there. So I'm like, okay. So I go out to dinner with two of my best friends, and we're eating. And I'm talking about, like, my friend December. I'll put a link to her channel in my description box because she has a YouTube channel as well. But my friend December, she has two kids, and she's been trying to get me to have babies forever. Like, she's been jinxing me and my boyfriend and all this other stuff. So she's like, I'm telling her like that my period's late, and her and my other friend are just like looking at me like, so what do you want to do? So they like talk me into going to the dollar store to get a pregnancy test. So we go get two pregnancy tests from the dollar store, and we didn't take them in the dollar store because that's weird. But we decided that we wanted to be even weirder and go to Kmart and take them. So we went in the bathroom at Kmart all together. We're all in the bathroom together, remind you. And I'm peeing on the, no. Well, it was one of the pregnancy tests that had the thing and you drop, the urine in there. So I peed in a cup and got the dropper, dropped it in there, and said that I was pregnant. So they're like freaking out, and I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Like, no, like, I can't get pregnant. Like, that doesn't happen to me. Like, that happens to everybody else, right? So they're like, take the other one. So I take the other one, and that one was positive. So I'm like, okay, I am pregnant. And I'm like, okay, but I can't be pregnant. So the line, I was so, like, I found out so early because my period was literally only like 2 days late. But that's what happens when you know your body and you know, like, what to expect. Like, okay, like, my period's never late. So I'm knowing what to expect. I'm knowing when it's supposed to come. So those 2 days freaked me out. And I was so early, the line was like super faint. So I'm like, okay, no. And the next day, I went to the emergency room. I stayed up all night, could not sleep. Went to the emergency room specifically for a pregnancy test. The lady's like, did you really come here for a pregnancy test? I'm like, yes, because I'm freaking out. So she told me I was pregnant, and I was 4 weeks pregnant. So, how did I feel was the second question on here. I already told you guys I was freaking out. Like, I did not understand like how it happened. I mean, I guess it happened the natural way that it usually does, but I just was so confused. The third question on here is how old were you? I was 22. My birthday was yesterday, so I'm 23. I'm only 23 when I had my baby. Did I wait to tell people? Um, well, since I'm 22, I still live at home, and I'm like, I'm not telling anybody until I can move out and get my life together and get my own place. But it didn't turn out that way because I'm really, I'm petite. So I started gaining weight like really fast and showing early. And my mom was like, really? Seriously? Like, I see your baby bump. Like, so I did not wait to tell people. People knew before the 8 weeks that they said that you should tell people, I didn't tell my coworkers or anything, you know, just like close friends and family, like they knew really early. So this is my first baby, and I'm anxious, but excuse me, I've been having a good pregnancy so far, and I just feel like compared to like the horror stories I hear and how my pregnancy is, it's not, you know what I'm saying, as bad as it could be. But I just, first baby, only baby, as I'm saying that now, everybody's like, oh, when she gets older and she starts walking around and growing and you just miss her being all little. I mean, I might miss her being little, but I won't miss being pregnant. I can tell you that much for sure. Like, this is not a fun experience. And, yeah, I don't want any more. That was that was the next question. Do I want more? No. Biggest craving is going to have to be ice cream. I literally have a shake every single day. Like, it's so expensive, and I should not be spending this much money on ice cream. I probably should just be trying to make these shakes at home or do something more conservative. But it's like when you're pregnant, you have to have what you want when you want it. Like when I don't know how far along I was. It was super early in my pregnancy, and I was at my best friend's house, and I was spending the night over there. And we live in the suburbs, which is like 30 to 40 minutes away from the city. So there's this Chinese food place. It's called Chinese Yum Yum. So I'm looking up all type of stuff to see if I can actually have Chinese food. And I saw some stuff that said that you shouldn't eat it, but I just got rice. Rice was the safest thing that I saw when I looked up like if I should have it or not. And I literally drove 40 minutes for some Chinese food. Like that's how serious pregnancy cravings are. Like when you want something, you have to have it. Um, the worst part will have to like be the the fatigue. Like I'm so tired, like I don't have energy to do anything, and it's crazy because I have two jobs, and my friends they have kids, and they of course have been pregnant if they have children, and they're like, I don't know how you're working these two jobs. Like how are you doing this? Like how is this working for you? I have no idea how any of this stuff is working for me. But like I'm so tired, but I think it's just the fact that I'm very spoiled and I want me to have everything that I want and I want her to have everything she needs. So I think you just gotta do what you gotta do. My names, I have literally a long list of names. I'm so indecisive. Like that's just what type of person I am. I change my mind on everything all the time. Like it'll be like right before I'm about to do something and I'm like, oh, well, do I really want to do this? So it's really hard for me to pick out a name. I probably won't have her name picked out until I see her. Like until she's physically in my arms, that's probably when she'll find a name. And all my friends are making fun of me because, as I said, I'm indecisive. And they're like, "You're gonna go get her name changed." And I'm like, I mean, well, is she really gonna like, you know what I'm saying, like comprehend her name? Like, if I get it changed before she's 2 months, is she gonna remember? Probably not. But I have two names that I think I've narrowed it down to, which are Summer and Ryan. Summer because my due date is June 19th, and so hopefully she'll be born like, you know what I'm saying, around that time because that's the beginning of summer. And Ryan just because I like that name. Like I like unisex names for girls, and I don't know why. I was thinking about like Summer Ryan, like first name, middle name combination, but then I do have a middle name that I made up as like, you know what I'm saying, a dedication to my mom and my grandma because I wanted to like do something that would just be a mixture of the two of their middle names. So, no, her name is not picked out. Birth plan. Absolutely not. Do not have one. I have like 10 pregnancy apps on my phone, and they all have where you could do the birth plan on there. And I've been like doing like the checklist, like, okay, this sounds nice, this sounds nice, but I'm completely unprepared, so I have absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I do plan to breastfeed, but I'm not a raging alcoholic, but I enjoy my occasional drink. So I just have to figure out a way where I can have my wine and she can, not be drunk in her little crib. So I just have to figure out a way like I can, pump and store the milk for her. But I do plan to breastfeed because I've heard so many positive things about it and it's free. So why would I not take advantage of something that I have right here? So nursery ideas. Like I said, I still live at home, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do to my room. It's kind of small. You can see my bed behind me. That's the window. It's not really a two-person area, so I guess I'll just have to figure something out. Um, that is the end of the questions. If you guys have any questions, like I said, comments, concerns, you can just leave them in the comment area, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.